welcome back to Smelling Amazing. Today we're going to talk about a Xerjoff. In particular, it's from the Join the Club selection. And in this one, we're going to talk about one in particular would be Ivory Root. And this was created as a unisex fragrance back in 2012. And it's a patchouli, a spicy, warm, and woody fragrance. And from what I'm hearing, there's patchouli, there's basil, and there's sandalwood. But from this particular, from the Join the Club collection, they like to keep the perfumer secret and they like to keep the ingredients secret. So take that with a grain of salt. But we're going to give you an honest opinion on this particular fragrance. I would say right off the bat, this will not be joining my collection. And I am a Xerjoff fan. The first one I ever came across was Kobe, and then was Alcott, and of course, the very famous Richwood. But I've tried many others. Richwood, I still have not made the purchase, but I do intend to pull the trigger. Though I might be honest, at the time when I tried it, my wife didn't care too much for it, but we're gonna see if maybe she's changed her mind, because I have not changed my mind about it. Anyway, so we've got some notes here. We're gonna be specific. I would say the sillage on this is pretty good. If I were going for a patchouli fragrance, one that I have in my collection that still remains one of my favorite patchoulis, and that is none other than from Chanel, and that's Coromandel. But this here, get your nose on it. Maybe, let's get a look at that juice. You can see that. It's dark, so you may want to watch what type of clothing you have, and so you want, if you do spray it, you want to make sure that it's on in a dark apparel so it doesn't stain your clothes. I would say this would go very well in the winter to early spring. I probably would, if you did it in the summertime, you probably want to go light on the trigger. This is still in production. It's not. It does have. Let's see if I can get a fresh spray here and get a little reminder. It's not, I sense that there's possible some tobacco in here. It's very masculine to my nose. This is a masculine scent. A very confident woman could pull this off, no problem. I would say this could be dressed up. This could be, I would say, I'm not sure if I would say that this is a first date scent, but definitely I wouldn't say that I would wear this to the office. This here would be a scent for a person who's the boss. And I would also say that it probably wouldn't, in my opinion, garner a lot of compliments. This here would just be making a statement, if you will. It wouldn't, I don't see it as a compliment getter. I see it as something that would be memorable for sure, because it's slightly unique. It's not very complex, so it's probably just like they say, it's just very few notes in here. It is blended well, but as I said earlier, if basil is in here, basil is not my thing, so it definitely won't be joining my collection. But anyway, there you have it. That's my take on it. Like, share, subscribe, drop a comment if you've gotten your nose on this. There are some others from the Join the collection that I would suggest you might want to try. 40 knots. There's Another one, Commander. But let me know. Anyway, always remember, keep smelling good. I will. I forgot to also mention that this has been compared to African leather by Mimo Paris, and also Egoist by Chanel. I would say I would go with the Chanel. I haven't tried the African leather. I have tried the Irish leather, but I've not tried the African leather. And there it is.